way, new doctor is coming. Ncuti Gatwa has been talking, and Ncuti Gatwa has been saying stupid fucking stuff, right? Just so much stupid stuff. Ncuti Gatwa says the darndest things, okay? And that's really, I think, what we're going to focus on today. Ncuti Gatwa. So this is in the Daily Express. Ncuti Gatwa star Doctor Who star Ncuti Gatwa star Doctor Who issues forward response over hate aimed at series. Again, mate, this is really ridiculous, right? Forward response. What hate is there? You're working on a product, and everything you're doing so far makes it look like it's going to be substandard, right? Why can you not take any fucking accountability for yourself, right? Maybe what you're working on is shit. So far, most of what this new era has been shit, right? It's been bloated, overstuffed, overproduced, and low quality, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I viewed the Church on Ruby Road as a complete reboot. There's been nothing since 1989, right? And it was an interesting take on Doctor Who, something I wasn't totally opposed to. Like, much better than David Tennant ones, right? But what's this hate? I'm sorry, you guys have been like again, you shoehorn drag queens and transvestites and transgendered chicks with dicks in everything, right? I'm sorry, most normal people are not up for that, right? What consenting adults do in private is their own business. Don't tell me this weird kink is no big deal. No, stop with it, right? Again, we've had the Cass report that tells us what we all fucking knew. Leave the fucking kids alone. Don't transition them. They're going to kill themselves. No, they're not. You've been lying for fucking years. Anyway, so he says, it's not something I actively keep up on. The hate, it's kind of, should we look at this? It's Daily Express, right? I think it's fair to see it in context. Daily Express. Okay, BBC started forward over hate aimed at series. Sex education star made his debut doctor in the show's 6th anniversary this year. I thought you said everybody loved it. It was the best as ever. It got 15 billion viewers. Everybody was dancing in the streets. They were crying. They were, the lame could walk again. Doctor Who started to get reflected on the venom aimed at the show after his casting. No, I'm sorry, there wasn't. There are some people who said, I don't think it's worked. I think it's stunt casting, and they seem to be proved right. And a lot of people said it's like, what's the name? It's DEI casting, right? Which I think it's looking like it is, because it's not looking that good. And I thought it would be great. Okay, they announced the new incarnation Doctor in 2020. Some people were very vocal about this. Not many. And you only have to look at Henry Cavill, which is why I always back anything he's in, right? For the correct response for that. It says, Henry Cavill, when asked about that, The Witcher, he says, it's not. These people just are very passionate because they love the show, right? They love The Witcher, and we want to make it as good as we can for these people. You shouldn't be down on them because their love for something, right? It's a great thing, and I'm proud to be in it. So that's the right response. What does Ncuti narcissist fucking Gatwa have to say for themselves? It's not something I actively keep up on. The hate is kind of fascinating to me because there's so much energy they're putting into it. I think they need to go and find a hobby is one thing. You fucking cunt. This is our fucking hobby. You fucked up little jumped up squirt cunt. Fuck me. Oh, and frankly, you're not doing a great job. Let's be clear. You're not doing a great job. You're pouncing into fucking camera, non-fucking stop like Zoolander, and your take on the Doctor has been mediocre at best so far, outshone by Millie Gibson. They should find a hobby. Fuck you. Fuck you. I mean, honestly, fuck you and the horse you rode in on. Fucking cunt. You tosser. Like, this is not a way to get an audience on board. I will remind you, every single time, morons, vapid, self-obsessed TV stars, movie stars, and creators, right, have said fuck you to their audience. They've seen their project die. And like, look at Star Trek, right? Star Trek Discovery is going, it should be their flagship. I'm not even covering it anymore because nobody gives a shit. And that's where Doctor Who's going to be, you vapid, self-obsessed little cunt. Oh, but another thing is, we do see a shape-shifting in casting in positions of power and the status quo. You mean like everyone's got to be trans? Like, something that makes up less than 1% of the population suddenly has to be like 80% of the world, right? We're all finding that a bit fucking weird, right? And also your weird fascination of exposing children to your sexual fetishes. We're all finding that a bit fucking weird, Ncuti. Can you just go on and play Doctor fucking Who? Can you stop waving your dick around, right? I like this. Stop it already. Oh no, this is so much hate. Fuck you. I mean, it's not a fast shift. Things could tip over the other way a little quicker, but you see people kind of malfunctioning because things are changing. No, things are changing for the worse, and it's not because there are people with dark-colored skin on TV. Things are changing for the worse because we are more racist now. We are more racist because you moron left-wing socialists want to reduce everybody to their skin color, their sexuality, their immutable characteristics, and nothing else. We are more racist now because of all your anti-racism. Yeah, we have segregation again now because of your anti-race. Oh, they just don't like to say, yes, you're right. You're right. We would like to see black people not made into slaves again. Yeah, funnily enough, yeah, we would like that. Don't call us fucking crazy. Right? And I'm telling you, if these left-wing cunts had their way, they would have them back in fucking in chains in a second. Oh, but they found other chains, like easier to control them with. Because the things are changing. No, here's the thing. Things aren't changing. You're so convinced they're changing, but no one's fucking interested in your trans bullshit. Right? It's relentless trans bullshit. Hexadron 4981. Desperately been trying to get my attention, right? This guy has desperately been trying to get my attention for a couple of weeks. Look, mate, if you want to come on the stream, not tonight, I'm busy. If you want to come on the stream, get in contact. Otherwise, piss off, right? Piss off, you pathetic little cockwomble, okay? If you want to come on the stream, you're welcome. There's nothing else to say to you. As I said before, it's boring. You are boring. Okay, you don't feel need to block him, mods unless he's starting problem. But yeah, the world is a more racist place because of these left-wing morons, right? Again, where the only thing they look at is skin color. Meritocracy is gone. It used to be a time when you had black characters on TV who were characters, right? They weren't token for white people, wealthy white people's vanity to make themselves feel like good people, which is 100% what Ncuti Gatwa is. Why do you think they have them at the Oscars? Look at my black, everyone. We're so liberal. I have my own black. That's how they view Ncuti Gatwa, and it's disgusting. Right? These progressive anti-racists. Scooter's casting may have raised a few eyebrows. Very few. Right? And the gay shit is raising the eyebrows, not the black thing. I have a couple of people in the audience who feels the character is intrinsically white. That's their right to feel it, and it's not a racist point of view. Right? And it's a reasonable argument as well. Right? But for me, it's never been a problem. So the honor falls to Joe Martin. She was never the Doctor. Jodie Whittaker wasn't the Doctor. None of these people. No. Nothing after everything after Capaldi is essentially idiot fanfic. Yeah, look at this. Like, can you stop with like the gay pouting into fucking camera with your rippling chest showing, with your rippling oiled nipples? Like, enough already, Ncuti. Sales guys recently have been incredibly diverse and also massively failed, right? Massively failed. And here's the thing: you think being diverse is going to get people to watch? It's not. The only thing getting people to watch is being good and not being obnoxious. And I don't think you can pull it off. Right? I don't think you can pull it off. Heartstopper star Jasmine Finney was an integral part of 6th anniversary special and killed this revival stone dead. Right, the upcoming series also cast RuPaul's Drag Race star Jinx Monsoon as a character called the Maestro. I know. And at the same time, they were cast as they had an interview with them on Twitter saying how they had met up and had a meaningless, empty sex with somebody else, and they lost a condom up his ass. Right, this is not family entertainment fare. Right. John Barrowman, who they all lose their shit about, right? Because he got his dick out and waves it on set all the time. And apparently, everybody seemed to kind of like it, right? Including Camille Kadori, who he put this dick on his shoulder in makeup, right? She laughed about it. Them they all freak out about, right? After the first months of the anticipated standalone episode, Crystal Day, blah blah blah. And look, just every creative choice thus far has been a poor one. Ncuti, that was really, 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 really stupid. Okay, really stupid. Let's see if you can top that. Okay, let's go over here. Oh man, we got a lot to go through. I mean, look at this shit. Okay, I don't see Tom Baker doing this. So this has the famous quote in it. Can I find the link? Did I bookmark it? Problem being was the Chrysler Bike forward response where it's 2 fucking paragraph, you daft fucks. It's not the greatest comeback to all time. I'm very much on board. Oh, here it is. I was just going to show the image, but because where is it? Doink. I got to go over here. Really? Clicked on the wrong thing. Where is it now? Now I've lost it. I went back. And this one over it. There you go. Oh. Boomering it all the way. I mean, let's look at this shit. Stop. So this one has this quote. Fuck right off, says probably. Yes. Look at this shit. That's what I'm going to put into the universe. I need the Doctor to have a big, fierce dance routine that like destroys a monster with twerking. Or maybe some death drops. And that's what will drop the monster. Fuck me. So, that doesn't sound very Doctor Who. I'll admit to that. But you know what? This, you'll be surprised to know, is a famous Doctor Who quote, right? Many other doctors have said this, right? Many other doctors have said this. It's, here's Colin Baker, right? It's him saying the same thing.
Big dance number. That's what I'm going to put into the universe. I need the Doctor to have a big, fierce dance routine that, like, destroys a monster with twerking. Or maybe some death drops. And that's what will drop the monster.
Okay. I have another version. I think it might have been better. 1 second, video file. Is that Colin Baker? This one here.
Big dance number. That's what I'm going to put into the universe. I need the Doctor to have a big, fierce dance routine that, like, destroys a monster with twerking. Or maybe some death drops. And that's what will drop the monster.
Yeah, look, so archetypically Doctor Who. Peter Capaldi said the same thing. Incredibly, right? You wouldn't have thought it, but here it is.
Dance number. That's what I'm going to put into the universe. I need the Doctor to have a big, fierce dance routine that, like, destroys a monster with twerking. Or maybe some death drops. And that's what will drop the monster.
it highlights how insanely shallow this is, right? How absolutely insanely shallow. It's also, Dr. Alex sent me this. I think it might be connected. Very classy, Dr. Alex. Thank you for the visual nod, the audio nod.
I need a big dance number. That's what I'm going to put into the universe. I need the Doctor to have a big, fierce dance routine that, like, destroys a monster with twerking. Or maybe some death drops.
I mean, it kind of works with Potom Baker, weirdly enough. I think he could probably pull this line off.
And that's what will drop the monster.
I need a big dance number.
Okay, this is much better than mine.
That's what I'm going to put into the universe. I need the Doctor to have a big, fierce dance routine that, like, destroys a monster with twerking. Or maybe some death drops, and that's what will drop the monster.
Oh, wait a minute. My son's in the chat. Ariel, hey, is that you? Man, that picture is like years old. Like years and years old, right? Is that really you? I can't tell. How you doing, Ariel? Yeah, I see you. Coming home tomorrow, I think, right? Yeah, everyone's home for Passover. Anyway, happy that I am to see you. I got to see what Dr. Alex has done here. What's the next one? I'm only halfway through the part. Anyone else? Doing something. Okay, we're back. I do like the Dr. Alex theme music, by the way. There you go. With thanks to from old DJ guy. Okay, this is yes, coming soon. Space Ghost Assassin by Lonnie. Oh, cool! I'm looking forward to that. There you go. Thank you, Dr. Alex. So let's go back to this. Doink. I mean, really, you look at it, you just go, what? How did you come up with this thing? Like, how did this series of words come together in your mouth? Right? I don't know. Right? I don't know how you thought, oh, yeah, this is going to be great. I mean, look at this. David says, much as Ruby Sunset's art was inspired by the Timeless Child. Really? Oh, well, that's going to work out well, isn't it? A plot which introduced the previous show, Chris Chibnall, where the Doctor of the Village not to have been on the planet Gallifrey, but formerly been a big black woman with a gun. Oh, so interesting, so stunning, so brave. A big black woman with a big gun, I should say. Instead, the Doctor was apparently found as a mysterious orphan from an unknown planet. Much as Ruby was discovered as a newborn. I mean, I thought he was going to try and fix the Chris Chibnall stuff, right? I didn't think he was going to just lean into it totally, right? It was so bizarre, right? It was just so bizarre. There we go. Where the Doctor of the Village, blah, 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 blah. That's going to be the spine of the whole show, Davis teasers. Well, okay. Well, I think that must have got rejiggered a bit with whatever, Vashta Naranda, whatever, C2 Vashtu. The story's going to be the spine of the whole story, Davis teaser. And despite press reports that Gibson will be leaving after this season, they said that she was essentially, she was leaving filming as a full-time companion. She would be back for like one standalone story to wrap up her arc or something. Yeah, but they even said that she has to come back in second season to wrap up her arc, which I think is what they're filming right now, right? So the story hasn't changed at all. So what we're up to. Their simulated histories loom large throughout the season as both of them find themselves curious about their origins. That's the story going to be the spine of the whole show. David's season, despite previous press reports that she would end the season, she and Davis confirmed that Ruby is a major role in second season. Yeah, she's in an episode or two. right? We're heading into season 2, and oh my God, Ruby Sunday is important to that. Yeah, but she's not important to be in it that long. There's good stuff to come. I don't believe you, Russ. If this is the good stuff, fuck off. I'm sick of all your weird gay shit, right? And that's what this is. It's just weird gay shit, mate. Part of the fun of Doctor Who is how the TARDIS rarely visit the same place twice, which is exactly why Davis was eager to turn. It self-regenerates him, basically, but, like, you regenerate it into, like, unwatchable shit, darling. Right, this place. Every week the TARDIS lands somewhere new. It's not just a new planet, but in a new genre. I can step out of economy and go into a thriller or high-stakes action monster movie or little chamber piece. There's so much scope that it will never get old. Can you do something not relentlessly gay, Russell? How about that? How about, like, again, I mean, like, I don't think that John Pertwee ever got a quick blowy off Sergeant Benton, right? I just don't. I don't think there are any trans members of the unit military. Oh God, they're all so weird. Wandering around the show's home in Cardiff. Wells emphasizes the sheer scale of the scope of the Hooniverse. I really hate the scale. Right. On one side, the purely futuristic space station can sit next to a mysterious alien tunnel. Oh, mysterious alien tunnel. I haven't seen them since Happiness Patrol. And steps away from a mid-century office building. Gatwa's first season promises to be a variety of adventures throughout space and time. The Beatles in Abbey Road. Hitchcockian tale written by former Doctor Who showrunner Stephen Moffat. A number of starry guest actors, including Jonathan Groff, pops up in a very gay episode, right? While drag plays Jigsaw makes her debut as a malicious music manipulating villain. Gemma Redgrave is also back as unit head Kate Stewart, and Bonnie Langford returns as Mel. I'm quite happy about the Bonnie Langford returning as Mel. Right, everything else, I'm like, oh, leave me alone. Right, really, just leave me alone with everything else. The fifth most powerful man in the TV industry is slowly becoming the fifth biggest joke in said industry. It's so the dark mirror image of 2005. Right, 2005, nobody thought it would succeed. And you know, not even Russell, really. They thought, it might do okay. We'll get a couple of seasons. I don't know. Right, it was a huge mega hit. Right, they're expecting to be a huge mega hit, and I just don't think they're going to do it. I'm going to twerk a monster to death. Will you stop with that, you weirdos? Right? Langford in '86, blah 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 blah. When I played Mel in the 80s, I used to run around and scream at monsters go, oh, Doctor, yeah, no, I understand. But I don't think this is going to be much better, mate. You're going to go, oh, look, a chick with a dick, right? It was the time when the Commanders were really just there as a diversion. I think as a diversion... right after you was Ace, and it was a totally different dynamic, and I think one that really worked very, very well. Perry was a bit of a divert. I think the last good companion before, and I love Perry, but that's because she's in my spank bank, baby. The last really good companion that was a rounded companion was, I don't know. I would say Lala Ball's Romana 2, right? That's the last time you actually had a character, right? Interact. After that, they became kind of ciphers for a long time. Right, they came like log lines, right? Adric, Pudgy Boy, I want to fuck, signed John Nathan Turner, and Tegan because it's doing well in Australia, Nissa because she's just been in all those productions, and we fill up the TARDIS for some reason. Oh, that's kind of what fandom wanted at the time, as I recall, right? Then Turlo, somebody else he wanted to fuck. And Perry, somebody who thought the whole world wanted to fuck him, pretty much was right. And again, they didn't really have much of a character around them. Mel, Pease Potter's a computer, it was looked like. Then you had Ace, who actually became a character, right? But it was, I think, Lala Walls Ramona was the last good actual character companion before. And look, Nissa just didn't have much of a character, really, other than being a bit wet, right? And not in a good way. That was very. What are we up to? So I couldn't find, and I didn't have that much to do in many respects. I felt I couldn't find my place in it at all. Look, you were there at a bad moment. What can I say? Didn't go anywhere near a computer or the computer program. I didn't touch a single button of the TARDIS. I did nothing that was technical, though I didn't even answer a phone. So it's wonderful that Mel has used the talents and skill, but she also has this love for the Doctor that gave her all the other credit. That is true. I'm really happy for Bonnie Langford to be back. As for Mel's exploits this season, Langford is tight-lipped, but she teases that she gets to drive a scooter. Yeah, we know, blah, blah, blah. Rob's saying, oh, Doctor, no. Langford said, Mel, now Mel does the driving. Yeah, more ways than one, I think. Also getting upgraded the Doctor's wardrobe. No, really massive downgrade, I think. I liked his. I like the blue suits. Everything else, not really. The Doctor's wardrobe throughout the centuries. The time of the Doctor's some eccentric looks range from Tom Baker's iconic striped scarf to because it was knitted by Begonia put a wonderful name. She was so excited she just knitted all the wool she was given, right? And that's how great this happens, by accident. Tom Baker striped scarf and Colin Baker's flamboyant patchwork coat didn't work as well. Gatwa has established himself as a pioneering presence on the red carpet. Fucking can't stand that. Look at me, mug the camera. Oh, look at me. Gatwa established himself as a pioneering presence on the red carpet, and he wanted to do his give his Doctor his signature all of his own. Early on, he bookmarked photos from Ralph Lauren's collection with blah blah blah. That was one costume idea I had, because I had in my mind I was going to have one costume. I went and showed it to people. They were like, oh, this is lovely. What else you got? I was like, oh, yeah, I wish you just kept it to one. I just wish you'll stop with this shit. Constant, just stop. Stop posing that fucking camera. Hoolander. I mean, that's really what this is. Oh. So it became friends with Pan Down, the costume designer. She laid out schedules on the table. I saw kilts and skirts and all kinds of gender pushing. Yeah, fuck you with that shit. Stop your gender pushing, societal pushing outfit. Stop it. Oh, stop pushing your fucked up, weird, pervert religion on me and my children. Yeah, because you have your gender pushing outfits, I would not watch Doctor Who in front of children anymore. This is why Mega Geek isn't watching it, right? Because it's morally wrong. And yeah, you got to understand that. We had a live and let live thing, right, where we didn't get in each other's faces. Now you're like, oh, look at me, blaspheme. Yeah, fuck you. Some people are not into it. What consenting adults do in private is what consenting adults do in private. Stop rubbing it in our fucking faces. Gender, what do they call it again? Gender pushing, societal pushing out. Yes, fuck you with that. That's why you're going to fail. I do believe that. I'm not saying that out of malice and bile. I'm saying that out of, this is probably going to fail, right? It's probably going to be a big, embarrassing failure. And, oh, God, I hope it is. That would be so funny. I would love it if it becomes known as, like, the flop, right? And it was like, yeah, let's do all of them. Yeah! As well, the 15th Doctor might have more costume changes than predecessors. Yes. So swapping for different time periods or planet. Early highlights are going to Regency fit. We've seen that. Meticulously tailored pinstripe suit. That looked great with the afro. I think that looked quirky. Real exclusive look at two of the other outfits in season 2. An elaborate tartan jacket. And a stunning white look. Oh, so this is actually fuck off. Oh, God, it's just Oh, this looks like such shit. I'm sorry, it looks like shit. I mean, look, this looks like shit. All right, like, why are you wearing a skirt, you weird fuck? Hey, this doctor from another planet, really? He managed not to cross-dress up until now. But then you have this, that looks excellent, right? What was I going to say? The results, Gatwa hopes, was a sartorial spread that nods to the doctor's various routes. No, the result's going to be people like, fuck off with your woke shit. That's what the result's going to be, right? It's not, you think, oh, everyone's going to go, oh, so stunning, so brave, right? So, you know, and you think everyone's going to have a tear in their eye at how stunning and brave. They're not. They're sick of your fucking religion. And that's what this is. It's your fucking religion forcing down my throat. Shows quintessentially British. It's a show that has accumulated power to reflect where Britain is society. No, this is not where Britain is society. It's where you have told us it is. Right? And it's not. Most people do not think women have penises. I am sorry. Even if they say they think women have penises, they're lying. Most people don't think women have penises. Most people think having a penis is an obstacle to womanhood. Right? And your religion is dying on the fucking vine, frankly. I look at the spanking that J.K. Rowling is giving Hamza Yusuf right now. Oh, having his ass handed to him in ways that you could. I mean, like, where was that thing? Do I have that? What was it? Is it this one over here? No. Oh, where is it? Here. Hang on. Now, it's made me want to find it. Where is this? Bookmarks, right? Didn't I bookmark it? I mean, it was just like the spanking he got was like somewhat epic. No, I didn't save it. That's stupid of me. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I did. I got it over here. There we go. Look at that. Me thinking ahead. This is it. I think. Doink, doink, doink. Here it comes. Is this the first part? Here. Here, 1 second. Stop screen, share screen. And again, look, they've really made this central to Doctor Who. This bizarre, weird trans ideology. So J.K. Rowling again, once again, Hamza Yusuf makes an absolute contempt for women and their rights clear. Women are excluded from this nonsensical hate crime law. Now he introduces a misogyny law designed to protect men, trans-identified men. That's essentially what it is. Trans-identified men that send violent threats to women, but the likes of Beth Douglas attached now receive double protection from Yusuf for his so-called gender identity and also being, in the eyes of Scottish government, a woman. Yeah. Somewhat weirdly, right? Here it is. Doink. The faux outrage claiming that trans women have double protection under the law because of who they are is ludicrous. No, how's it ludicrous? You may say it's ludicrous, but it's also factual, right? And it looks as being upset that the disabled black woman has triple protection under the law. Now, here's the thing. They shouldn't have double protection because most people don't think they're women. In no way diminishes protection against misogyny for those who are born women. Well, what difference? You say it's like I understand. Bad faith actors are intent on turning every single issue into a culture war. No, you have turned this into a culture war by saying people with penises are women. It's amazing. It's the same thing with Doctor Who, right? They go, what are you complaining about? I don't. Your continual chicks with dicks obsession everywhere is why we're fucking complaining. Let's talk not allow them to divide us. You're the one dividing society. That's what you got to understand. You're in a tiny minority, you weirdo fuck. Right? Into those who are worthy of protection and those, and those who are not. Oh, those who are not, I think you'll find they're normally called Jews. Hamza Yosef. Let's engage in robust debate. Yeah, you're a racist little cunt. How about that? One based on facts. You're a racist little cunt. Not deliberate disinformation. Oh, okay, you want truth? You're a racist little cunt. Right? This is why I think this new era of Doctor Who is up shit creek. I'm happy to be wrong. That's the thing. I don't mind being wrong. It's good for me. If it works out that it's good, I'm happy. Where are we up to? What am I saying? The character also represents UK in a weird way, almost like Captain Britain, much more than Captain Britain. So how do you tell the story through fashion? While enjoying why not tell the story through fashion? One enjoying an expanded budget and expanded closet. The team are also committed to making less episodes than ever. The team are committed to maintaining everything that makes Doctor Who just like Doctor Who. What, like constant chicks with dicks? Because that doesn't really feel like Doctor Who, right? For Davis, that meant leaning into the show's inherent warmth and optimism, something that other TV franchises lack. That's fair, right? I thought right now in 2024, we need a hero with more heart. Yeah, but the way you express more heart is he's willing to give everybody a blowy anywhere, right? I'm not a fan of the ones that slice and dice. I don't want to mean. Doctor Who is the opposite kind of hero. He picked up a gun and shoot a lightsaber. Well, no, Future Doctor was exactly that. Joe Martin's Doctor was exactly that. It's a marvelously pacifist show, right? So here we get the famous quote. Where are we up to? Well, I've heard chats about not ever facing a Dalek, he says indignantly. I'll be so angry if that's the case, but by the time I'm done with Doctor Who, at the end of season 2, I bet I've faced a Dalek. Oh, I hope you do. One other bit of point, let me be Doctor Who facing a Dalek, right? It makes sense. So Gatwa on his wish list, another dance scene. Oh, God, I hate this. 50th Doctor chants Ruby and fans, not really, but by hitting the floor on Christmas special performing I'm Just Ken at the Oscar. We fucking hated it. With Ryan Gosling, who says he's ready to put his choreography spirits to use on Doctor Who. Okay, here it is. I need a big dance number. That's what I'm going to put into the universe. I need a big I need the Doctor a big, fierce dance routine, like destroys a monster with twerking. That seems like the stupidest idea I've ever heard. Right? That's a dumb idea. Or maybe some death drops. That'll drop the monsters. Oh, fuck. One of the people who's sitting here discussing 130. Well, maybe. I hope so. So look, okay, he sounds like a bit of a twat in all of these things. We're gonna give Ncuti a chance to redeem himself, right? Second. Let's hear Ncuti in his own words talking about something that we all love, right? Doctor Who. So this is his run through of who Doctor Who is.
First memory of Doctor Who was a bunch of robot Santa Clauses causing mayhem. And I said, okay, this is a show that's going to change my life. And it did.
I don't know if it's just my negative connotation now, but everything he says just irritates me.
Hello, I am Ncuti Gatwa, and I am the 15th Doctor in Doctor Who. If you don't know Doctor Who, get ready, because I'm going to take you through more than 60 years of television as I break down every core Doctor in Doctor Who ever.
Okay, you mean just the real Doctors, not the made-up ones? Hopefully we have the War Doctor.
Spoiler alert, I'm going to spoil a couple things, okay? So just be aware. First Doctor, William...
It's weird. I'm finding her so much less charming now.
Hartnell, 1963 to 1966.
You're in no position to threaten us. I don't make threats, but I do keep promises.
William Hartnell launched the show and introduced the world to an alien called the Time Lord, who had traveled...
Well, we didn't know it was a Time Lord at the time. We didn't actually know till 3 years later, right? He introduced the world to the concept, right?
with his granddaughter Susan in a time machine called the TARDIS, which is disguised as a blue British police box.
You explain what a police box is, but it's a phone booth. Well, you need to explain what a phone booth is now. A phone booth only used by the police, right? So, okay.
TARDIS stands for time and relative dimension in space, and it's the Doctor's spaceship, allowing him to travel through time and space in a...
So here's a question. Do you think this is... I mean, this is obviously scripted, right? But do you think he's actually picked up this sort of knowledge making 1.5 seasons of Doctor Who? I think probably. I don't think he's anti-Doctor Who. I think he's just too pro Ncuti Gatwa, right? It's all about Ncuti being Ncuti, right? And it's just him being Doctor Who is a cool thing. It's like, again, instead of Patrick Troughton, if they cast John Lennon as the second Doctor.
Box that is bigger on the inside.
It's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
As the first Doctor, Hartnell faced off against some of the show's most iconic villains.
Here's the thing. This is made to bring new people in. Will it work? I don't see it's really working. Maybe it will, right? But it just, I don't know. I mean, maybe they'll just, they basically say, look, you got a super gay black guy here who's going to be starring shows, so you're kind of obligated to watch it. Is that what they're saying?
Including the Daleks and the Toy Maker.
Make your last move, Doctor. Make your...
Like, he was a great villain, but like up until the Giggle, he was a forgotten one. I'm sorry. And I think he was a lot more threatening as Michael Gough than he was Neil Patrick Harris. And I like Neil Patrick Harris.
Last move.
And now we move on to our second Doctor, Patrick Troughton, from 1966 to 1969.
Success! It's going on.
Oh, man. This is really one of the best stories of all time. Web of Fear.
That's marvellous.
The Doctor has the ability to regenerate into a new body when fatally wounded, remaining the same person.
I mean, here's the thing. Again, they're trying to attract new characters, a new audience. But, like, I don't know, it's not very engaging, is it? Like, I think they want to turn up the gay for this, and they've just, like, forgotten it. I don't know.
But changing their appearance, personality, and even gender. That's how Patrick...
Yeah, only one time, and it was a huge mistake.
Troughton took over the role from Hartnell in 1966.
By the way, I always liked in 30 Years in the TARDIS.
That's how Patrick Troughton...
I was like, in More Than 30 Years in the TARDIS, we had Toya Wilcox talking about the Cybermen saying they're so sexy because they're wearing rubber. Right, Toya.
Took over the role from Hartnell in 1966, delivering a more...
Lonnie nails it, right? Lonnie nails it. He's kind of dull. Yeah.
Eccentric incarnation of the Doctor.
Come on in, the water's lovely!
He was known for his love of the recorder.
He used to love wrapping his lips around that hard tube of desire. I'm trying to help you out here, mate.
Third Doctor. My...
Okay, yeah. Is he going to call him a slut? Oh, God, help me.
Baby. My baby John Pertwee from...
Your baby John Pertwee. I know you're being complimentary, right, in your mind. I know you're being complimentary. I find this deeply disrespectful.
1970 to 1974.
I always find that violent exercise makes me hungry. Don't you agree?
John Pertwee.
I said it. He's so much cooler. The Ncuti Gatwa, who, screams, look how cool I am.
Played the first Doctor to be broadcast on colour TV. Pertwee's Doctor spent most of his time exiled on Earth, where he worked with UNIT.
He seems like he's bored out of his fucking mind. Right? That's what he seems like to me.
And drove a vintage yellow roadster named Bessie.
Yeah, you mean he had quirk and character? Wasn't just a Hoolander twerking to fucking camera.
Bessie, how dare you go gallivanting around like that? Are you sorry? Very well, I forgive you.
Fourth Doctor.
See, okay, that's when the Doctor was an authoritative figure, right? Who was silly and would step outside the box, right? Not just like this ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, inconsequential figure, right? Who was slutting to camera.
Tom Baker from 1974 to 1981.
UNIT is supposed to be a security organization.
Do you think I might attract attention?
Yeah, you shouldn't have used that clip.
Just possible.
Now, Tom Baker's iconic doctor was known for his hat, his signature striped scarf,
that's one of the greatest speeches of all time,
and his penchant for handing out jelly baby candies.
Would you like a jelly baby?
Shut up!
Simple no thank you would have been sufficient.
And that was the entirety of his take on Tom Baker, right? The entirety of it, right? He's bored out of his mind. The most iconic doctor, probably.
Dr. Peter Davidson, 1982 to 1984.
That's the trouble with regeneration. You never quite know what you're going to get.
I mean, he did kind of nail it on that first scene, right? Castrovalva, first story.
In 1982, Peter Davidson became the youngest doctor to play the Doctor. Matt Smith would later steal that title, Thief.
It's not my fault.
His version of the Doctor was known for his sporting cricket gear and a stick of celery.
He wasn't really known for his sporting cricket gear. Yeah, I mean, it was more known for being Peter Davison, really.
On his lapel. 5 a days, very important.
I'm definitely not the man I was. Thank goodness.
Sixth Doctor, Colin Baker, from 1984 to 1986.
I see you've been busy.
Whereas you have been stupid, Doctor.
I mean, I love season 22, right? I mean, it's so 80s, right?
Prerogative of a Time Lord.
Now, when Colin Baker took over the role, he became famous for wearing one of the Doctor's most eccentric outfits until...
Yeah, again, you're not eccentric, you're posy, right? This is not winning me over. I'm sorry.
Did you call him the Doctor?
Seventh Doctor, Sylvester McCoy, bonny Scottish lad, from 1987 to 1989, and then again in 1996.
Well, for like 30 seconds. I mean, it didn't really count, did it? Although one of my all-time favorite Doctors. I love Sylvester McCoy.
Mine, I believe. Thank you.
Sylvester McCoy...
He had really nailed it by the time he got to Survival.
Might have been the first Scottish actor to play the Doctor, but he certainly wasn't the last. He was also the final Doctor of the show's original run.
Some of there's danger. Some of there's...
Again, written on the back of a packet of fags, right? Just really well done by Andrew Cartmel.
Justice. Somewhere else the tea's getting cold. Come on, Ace. We've got work to do.
Eighth Doctor, Paul McGann, 1996.
I'm with my father. We're lying back in the grass. It's a warm Gallifreyan night.
This is another... he was more of a pastiche of previous Doctors. Camp is an eccentricity, says Maggie Powder. 100% correct. Really, really agree with you there. Camp is an eccentricity, right? But again, I think McGann just kind of effortlessly walked into the role.
Gallifrey! Yes, this must be where I live. Now, where is that?
That's what they promised us with Ncuti Gatwa, right? So it's a completely new take on the Doctor, yet completely authentic as a Doctor. Right, I would say that's definitely Paul McGann's take on it.
1996, Paul McGann played the Doctor in a television movie.
A meteor storm. The sky above us was dancing with lights. Purple, green, brilliant yellow. Yes. What? These shoes. They fit perfectly.
It's not a great script, but really well delivered.
Yes.
Now, the revival era. Ninth Doctor, Christopher Eccleston, 2005.
I'm the Doctor, by the way. What's your name?
Rose.
Nice to meet you, Rose. Run for your life.
Yeah, he really didn't know what he was doing when doing Rose, unfortunately. I mean, I like Chris Eccleston when he got a bit later on. The Big Finish stuff is just petered out. I'm sorry. I love that scene with the Eighth Doctor calling Gallifrey. Yeah, it really is. It's a lovely scene. He has a lot of really lovely scenes, Paul McGann.
Show was rebooted.
Yeah, they've got the War Doctor, unless they're not doing it chronologically.
Rebooted in 2005 by Russell T. Davies, the legend, the myth. Christopher Eccleston took on the role. His Doctor travelled with a companion called Rose Tyler.
Get that many people dressed up and being silly, they gotta be students.
That makes sense. Well done.
Thanks.
They're not students.
Whoever they are, when Wilson finds them, he's gonna call the police.
Who's Wilson?
Chief electrician.
Wilson's dead.
I was watching Gridlock last night, and I like a lot of it, but man, now I'm really seeing the threadbareness on the script. See, the thing is, around that early Rusty Davies era, his first few, it was, I like the kind of sausage factory. They just kept churning out episodes. Like 13 a year was a good number, right? Because I don't understand why they can't still do that, right? I do not understand why they can't still do that. Star Trek Next Generation used to turn out 25 a year.
Got another Scotsman on our hands here. The legend that is David Tennant. He was the 10th Doctor from 2005 to 2010. And then
I think David Tennant is the new era what the Daleks was to the original era, which is, I think he really launched it into the stratosphere. People like saying, oh, man, Chris Eccles, yeah, look, it's like real special effects. It looks good. So you should check it out. And then some people started doing that. And when the much more charismatic David Tennant showed up, they're like, yeah, okay, on for this.
Came back as a 14th Doctor in 2023.
From the day they arrive on the planet and blinking step into the sun, there is more to see than can ever be seen.
Yeah, I never really kind of like to talk to much in hindsight. I'm sorry. I know so many people love it, but he's really not one of my go-to. I prefer the 7th Doctor.
More to do than... No, hold on. Sorry, that's the Lion King.
David was known for his sky-high hair, his striped suits, and his allons-y catchphrase.
Allons-y?
I hated catchphrases.
Sorry?
It's French, but let's go.
David was a bit of a man about town and travelled with 3 companions, Rose Tyler, Martha Jones, and Donna Noble.
Okay.
11th Doctor, Matt Smith, 2000.
I think probably the great... him and Capaldi are the greatest Doctors of the modern era.
2010 to 2013.
Bad news, everyone!
Oh, Pandorica's speech. Awesome.
Because guess who?
Now, Matt Smith's quirky Doctor had a passion for bow ties, a love of fish fingers and custard.
I need fish fingers.
He did it in like one episode.
And custard.
He wasn't really gelled yet at the time either. Well, I do like custard, I have to tell you.
And he travelled with companions Amy Pond.
Oh, she was excellent. I mean, like Karen Gillan. This was such a great TARDIS crew. Right? I really probably won the best.
Rory Williams and Clara Oswald.
And then went off the ball with her.
Gosh, these guys get about. 12th Doctor, Peter.
Like, why is everything a sexual innuendo, Ncuti? Literally everything.
Capaldi from 2014 to 2017.
When you've killed all the bad guys...
Okay, see, this is... I think he's great, but this just really annoys me, because this is his great anti-war speech in Zygon Invasion, Zygon Inversion, right? And they were representing ISIS. And your speech wouldn't have been... it wouldn't have worked on ISIS, right? That's what made them interesting.
And it's all perfect and just and fair when you have finally got it exactly the way you want it. What are you going to do with the people like you?
Another Scot, Peter Capaldi, took on the role, travelling with companions Clara Oswald, Bill Potts, and Nardole.
Hate.
You can't say Nardole, right? Nardole?
It's always foolish. Love is always wise.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a groundbreaker.
The absolute worst Doctor of all time, who destroyed the show.
Breaker of glass ceilings on a...
Soren's is right. This is so bare bones. It's so... Like, if he's not talking about twerking, he's not interested, right? I think you're wrong about the war speech. It's a good speech, but it wouldn't have worked, right? That was the point, Matthew Conti, right? It was an excellent speech, excellently delivered. But the point with ISIS is they're not going to be moved, right? That's the point of them. They are not going to be moved.
Our hands here, the 13th Doctor, Jodie Whittaker, 2018 to 2022.
Yeah. You see that gormless look behind her eyes. We're in fanfic territory with her, I'm afraid. Oh, icky thump. I'm so clever, me. I'm the Doctor. Oh, icky thump.
Oh, brilliant.
Jodie Whittaker was the first female Doctor in the show's history.
And lesbian and Doctor, and she was shit.
And by her side were companions Ryan Sinclair.
Oh, do you notice a weird diversity here?
Graham O'Brien, Yasmin Khan, and Dan Lewis.
Yeah, fuck off, Jody. Fuck off. Oh, look at me, starting and brave. No, you were shit. Oh, the rainbow across your chest. That's not subtle at all, darling. No one's picking up on that. You weird bullshit.
That's what you're going with. Yep. Got any cash? Empty pockets.
In 2023, David Tennant
He already said he came back.
returned as the 14th Doctor for the show's 60th anniversary.
And was insanely
Reuniting with-
unimpressive, right? Was really, really, really unimpressive.
Longtime companion, Donna Noble, and facing off against the villainous Toymaker.
We can play Grandma's foot.
All right, he was good. Okay, Neil Patrick Harris was good as a toy maker.
In a first for the series, the 14th Doctor's run didn't end with a regeneration, but a bi-generation.
I think you just want to get the word "buy" in there. Honestly, I really do. Because it was such a dumb idea that didn't work. And you had the toy maker right bloody there, who could have that could have given you actually a reason to do this nonsense.
Splitting into two separate Doctors.
Also, watch how he's the most excited for the worst Doctor, says Scotty Mad. Yeah, Jodie, yes, exactly. Because again, these people are racist. These people are bigots. These people are sexist, right? Like, all they can see is immutable characteristics. They can't see anything beyond that.
Last but not least, we have the 15th Doctor, Ncuti Gatwa, 2010 feet to current.
Yeah, myth, Mel. What do you think?
I don't think he was very good at his first appearance. I'm sorry.
You're beautiful.
What do
I know, not as beautiful as he thinks he is.
I feel like makes my Doctor different? For
you're super gay and dressed like a complete faggot, right? And that's not aimed at gay people. That's just aimed at, you can be straight and be a faggot. Stop with this.
One, he has a much, much larger wardrobe. He's got a lot of energy.
I'm saying the same thing. All about me.
A prize, honey. Here is mine.
He's a little cheeky. He's a little flirty.
What's your name?
I hate the flirtiness, right? I hate it. Oh, this was a great scene, though.
Ruby Sunday.
Hello, Ruby Sunday. And it's a Sunday right now.
Certainly no stranger to using his charm to get what he wants. Very much a Doctor.
Okay, enough with your charm shoot. You're not charming anymore, right? Go find a hobby. Fuck you, you cunt.
Of the modern age.
Excuse me. Time travelers are great. Like the best. Like, wow.
And there you have it, ladies and
man. It might be good. It might be good. I don't know. I'm open-minded seeing what it is. Your Doctor, like you, is a total narcissist, Konati. Yes, that's really the problem, right? That's really the problem. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.